everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Ella and today I'm going to be taking you through my winter skincare routine. So I always like to start with a double cleanse, and I usually switch between two cleansers, but my favorite one that I've been reaching for over and over again is the Bioderma oil cleanser. And the reason why I like this is because it's great for sensitive skin, and I also use this to help cleanse my body. It can even be used on children, and it really helps protect your skin. And for that first cleanse, I feel like it's great to help break down any sunscreen you may have on your face or any makeup through the day, just without too much rubbing and irritation. I always like to start out with an oil cleanser. For my second cleanser, I like to use the Dermalogica Ultra Calming Cleanser. And the reason why I love this is because it's great for those with sensitive skin, or if you have reactive skin. Sometimes in the winter time, because of the cold air around us, our skin can get a little bit more sensitive and a little bit more reactive. So with my cleansing steps, I like to keep my products that I use very basic. And the reason why I like this one so much is because the Dermalogica line that has the purple line over it, that's their ultra calming line. It has oat kernel extract, and it's basically medical grade oatmeal, and it really helps calm the skin down. And I feel like this also, in combination with an oil cleanser, it does a really good job at removing all my makeup and helping my skin prepare for the next step. After I finish cleansing my face, I do enjoy to use a toner, and I like to use this step as an opportunity to incorporate some acids into my skincare routine. So I don't usually exfoliate my face with a physical exfoliator. I do that sometimes, but it's rare. Usually I like to use a chemical exfoliator instead. So I've been trying this AHA lotion from REN. And the reason why I like this is because it has lactic acid, which is a very gentle, mild chemical exfoliator. And it also has willow bark, which will encourage the cell renewal process, as well as azelaic acid, which is another mild chemical acid. And I have been trying this for about 2 weeks now, and I have it fully incorporated into my skincare routine. I use this every single night unless I'm using a different chemical exfoliator, which I'll show you a little bit later on. But I only use this in the evening time, just apply some on the cotton pad and go all over my face. Yes, in the beginning it is a little bit spicy, which means you just feel some kind of stinging, but it's very mild. It goes away almost instantly, and I do feel like this helps keep my skin brighter. I am also milia prone, like around my chin area. And this helps always make sure that if I do have milia, it's coming up to the surface and I don't have to get it professionally removed. And it also helps to prevent any new milia from forming, again, because it does do such a good job in keeping my skin very clean and exfoliated. And the reason why I also like this is because I feel like if I have the slightest little bit of makeup left on my face, this will definitely get rid of it and suck it up. I will see it on the cotton pad, and I've actually really been enjoying this. I ended up picking up the travel size one as well now, so I can have it if I go away somewhere. Definitely a good product. And if I'm using another chemical exfoliator and I'm just gonna skip using the REN that evening, another one I would recommend, especially for the winter time, is the Laneige Cream Skin. And the reason why I like this is because it serves both as a toner and a moisturizer. This is really hydrating, and it's got this milky formula, but you can easily use this as a moisturizer. Like if you have oily to combo skin, you would love this as a moisturizer as well. Again, very, very hydrating. For something to be in this liquid formula and give your skin that much hydration is really fascinating. It's a great product. And then moving on to my serums, I usually stick to the same serums. So I like to add hydration into my skin again. And one of my favorites, and I've talked about this product before, is the Vichy Mineral 89 probiotic. And some people say like, oh, hyaluronic acid is just hyaluronic acid, and the water from that Vichy uses, their volcanic water, is just water. But I do feel like there is a lot of minerals in it. It's not your average kind of like just a hyaluronic acid serum, and this does have niacinamide in it, I believe 4%, so it does help keep your skin really hydrated. And I like to use this serum first before I use any other serums moving forward. And usually, especially for the winter time, because we're exposed to sun a lot less, I like to make my skincare routine really focused, especially in the evening time, which is what we're talking about today. Very focused around brightening the skin, getting rid of any hyperpigmentation, and overall giving myself a lot brighter skin. So usually I use the Serum PGM 400, which can help with brightening the skin and correcting any dark spots. And for my moisturizer, I use the Eucerin anti-pigment. And on most evenings, so I'll show you two moisturizing options, but on most evenings I like to use this serum and this Eucerin afterwards to hydrate the skin. I just really like the texture of this one, and I feel like it does such a good job, not only in helping reduce hyperpigmentation, but in hydrating the skin. My skin feels really smooth after using this product, and that is why I love it so much. Also, the Eucerin is patented with something called thiamidol, and I hope I'm not butchering that name, but basically it's their own special formula to help hydrate pigmentation. And they say within your first 2 weeks of using this product every single night, you will see a difference. Now, I don't find this product to be irritating at all. And yes, I have been using this for way more than 2 weeks. I feel like I am probably a little bit more than halfway through this product now. And yes, it does make a difference, but you have to realize that hyperpigmentation usually takes such a long time, and it's like years of being exposed to the sun. So it's not necessarily something that you can get rid of in 2 weeks. But I feel like if I'm healing from a breakout and I'm using this, it definitely helps avoid post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. And with some of the pigmentation that I do have, I do notice some results in helping them not completely go away. My expectations are pretty realistic, but in helping them appear a lot lighter. And on nights that I'm not using the Eucerin moisturizer, I like to switch it up, and I use the Fresh Lotus Preserve moisturizer. And I love this. This has super lotus in there, which helps to strengthen the skin barrier. It can also help to serve with like some anti-aging properties, and this also has hyaluronic acid. But the main reason why I like this moisturizer so much is because of its texture as well. I feel like it's very lightweight but very effective in hydrating your skin all at the same time. So sometimes I use this during the day, again because of how lightweight it is, but sometimes I like to use just a teensy bit more and use this in the evening time instead. So now I wanted to focus on a few kind of bonus products that I don't use every single day. And the product that I'm going to be talking about is the REN Evercalm Overnight Recovery Balm. This is great for those with sensitive skin, and about once a week, or if my skin is feeling super sensitive, which can be something that just happens in the winter time and just depends on the way that your skin is feeling. Also, if I feel like I have any redness in my skin, or if my skin is feeling super dry, then this is the thing to use for the rescue. And the reason why I love this, it's packed with a bunch of oils, which I'm usually not a fan of, but the reason why I love this is because the combination of these oils works so great on the skin. And this has something called beta glucan in here, which I feel like is the star product of this, because it truly does calm any redness in your skin. And I feel like those with sensitive or reactive skin would really enjoy this. You can apply a layer of this over your skin instead of your moisturizer and go to sleep with that, or you can apply a thicker layer of this and leave this on as a mask for really like half an hour. It wouldn't make a difference. It wouldn't irritate your skin. And this has olive oil, almond oil, jojoba seed oil, sunflower oil, and the combination of all of those, yes, it does go on a little bit oily, but it really soaks into the skin, and the texture of this is actually very nice and very thin. It's not something that is, I would compare it, like, it doesn't feel like a thick petroleum based product. It's definitely not that. It's very lightweight. It's so soothing. The reason why I usually don't like oils is because they break me out, and sometimes depending on the oil it is, it can break me out really badly. So I usually just steer clear. And I remember actually in a little Sephora like sample with my order, I ended up getting this, and after finishing that I went ahead and purchased the full size of this product because it is really beautiful. I think a lot of you would enjoy this, especially in the winter time. And another thing I like to use, one of my favorites, is the Clarins SOS Hydra Mask with the Leaf of Life extract. I talk about this mask all the time, especially when it comes to dry skin. And now in the winter time, this is definitely one of my favorites. It is the mask that I reach for the most in the winter time because my skin does get a little bit more dry. And I just absolutely love what this does for the skin in the winter time. It is like a drink of water, and you will apply some of this on your face, and 20 minutes later, I don't wash it off. I usually like very gently rinse some of it off and leave a thin layer of it still on my face because it is so hydrating, and I feel like it works really great as an evening moisturizer. If you use just a tiny little bit, it's kind of like an overnight mask, and you will definitely see a difference with this mask because if you have dry patches on your skin, which can occur, or if you feel like your skin is just dry everywhere, sometimes your skin feels really dehydrated in the winter time, this will definitely help with that. And another product that I like to use, which I was telling you earlier why I would skip out on using the REN, just so I'm not applying way too many acids on my face and potentially breaking my skin barrier and irritating my skin, is the Skinceuticals Glycolic 10 Renew Overnightly treatment. That's what that looks like. And I love this. This is 10% glycolic acid, but it is so soothing and it does not irritate my skin at all. I feel like this does such a great job, especially if I'm using this product every single evening, and then on the times that I'm not, I'm using this. My skin overall feels so renewed, and I feel like it's just helping my skin gently exfoliate without irritating it. So you just give this a shake and you would apply it. I kind of apply it like a moisturizer all over my skin. I avoid the under eye area completely, and I apply some on my neck and usually some on my chest too. And you just rub that in. You could see it goes on just like a moisturizer, and I just leave that on overnight. Sometimes I don't even bother with a moisturizer over top because this does feel very hydrating, and I don't feel like it dries out my skin too much. I feel like this did dry out my skin in the beginning, which they recommend for you to start using this once a week. So the first time I used this, I felt a little bit of dryness, but afterwards, as I continue to use this product, I do not feel any dryness in my skin at all. I actually really love this product. It has been a discovery for me. I've been using it over the last month or so, and it's definitely a new favorite. I feel like it's very effective. It works really well, and I also love the fact that it's not irritating. Now, last but not least, it is also very important to keep your lips hydrated. In the winter time, summertime, it does not matter, but I know that a lot of people tend to get drier lips in the winter time, sometimes due to the cold weather, or if the place that you're living in is quite windy. My trusty and my favorite is the Blistex. If anybody is experiencing like really dry lips that just need help, this is the way to go. And another product is the NUXE lip balm. This is the Very Rose. And the reason why I love this is because it is so thin in texture. When you apply this to your lips, it melts into almost nothing. It just leaves you with a very thin layer of a lip balm on your lips, but it is so effective and hydrating. So I like to use this even as prep before I do my makeup, and I've been reaching for this a lot in the evening time and just go to sleep with this because it is very lightweight. And I feel like when I wake up, I have the softest lips. So you can see it kind of looks like it'll start out thick, but once you blend it onto your lips, it's very thin in texture and it does such a good job at moisturizing. And again, I've been keeping this by my bedside. This is a little bit different than that classic like NUXE, the one that comes in the brown packaging, because that one is completely matte. And if you are looking for a matte lip balm, you would really enjoy that one. This is not matte. It's got just a little bit of shine to it, but it is so thin in texture and I just absolutely love this product. So that is it, you guys. That is the roundup of all my favorite skincare products to use in the winter time, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.